Making the movie Union was simultaneously the most fulfilling and most difficult thing I've ever done. But it was a really special experience, and a big part of what made it so special was the location that we filmed at, because with it being a period story, the location really functions as a character in the movie. So you can't just find a generic space to put your characters into. You have to really find somewhere that brings it all to life, makes you believe what time you're in and where you are. And we really found that with this house and with the entire estate that's Crown Rose Estate. It was a Civil War era house, so it was completely genuine to the time of what we were filming, and it was actually used as a makeshift field hospital. So even walking on the floors and being in those rooms felt like it made it that much more real what we were doing.
Did you think it would be a fun joke, thrusting that upon me with no warning?
I didn't think it mattered.
I didn't think... Sophie.
Well, when we first walked into the house, this is the first space you see, and so it really gives you the impression of the entire house, and that's what made me, I think, fall in love with the house. I just love the openness of the entryway, and then you see this red carpeting here going up. The geography of the house kind of lends itself to bring all the action out into the foyer, which made it really fun to end up in here. And the climax of the movie takes place right here on these stairs.
Scene 15, James, take one.
This is a little secret that this door here in the film is closed. So it's a mystery what's beyond, because we didn't want to make it seem like too big of a house. So this is conveniently shut, and then at the very end you see them getting their coats and everything, and it's actually just one of our assistants holding their hand up with the jacket so that they could grab it from out of frame to make it look like a closet, because it opens into this very large other space that's definitely not a closet, and if it is, it's the largest walk-in closet I've ever seen.
So this area was rebuilt in 1856. So this was actually 1856, from what we can tell with the writing in the chimneys. They've got a signature from the person who built it.
There's writing in the chimney.
Up the top,
Oh.
you can actually see the signature from the gentleman who did his work up there.
I've seen other movies use this room as like a restaurant, and then we ended up using it as a place to hold our gear, so lovely room in and of itself if you were to film in it. I think the best feature of this room was the shutters, because we were able to completely control the light. I've never had that level of control in a room before. Being able to completely block out or partially block and move the shutters just so was a big help to us. So it was a really fun room to shoot in, and I just love the wallpaper. It's probably one of my favorite rooms, actually.
Oh, and we have a new double-edged tool. Makes the job even easier. If I may.
Sophie, perhaps not at the table.
You see, before, I had to turn it.
This is my favorite room for filming for Union, probably because my favorite scene is here. And you actually have enough space, not just to get ambiance and a feeling of space, but actually to have an actual crew and camera in there and not interfere as much in the way of filming.
This particular house made it that much better for us in terms of the crew and technical work that needed to be done. You think about it, the period house is often quite small. There's also often a lot of limitations on what you can film, because everything's authentic and historic, and so it's like, don't touch anything. You have all this crew and gear and everything. So finding a place to do the project took a really special location. Really, in every scene, you can see the location acting just like a character in the movie, from the wallpapering to the furniture to the set design, the candlelight and the colors of the space. Much more so even than in other movies, a period film especially requires an exceptional location. So I was so grateful that we ended up finding Crown Rose Estate and that it was such a great experience to work there.